Hi everyone, I am May Samson reporting part 13 of 13 under Module 8, Social Mobilization and Social Marketing in Developing Communities, Lessons for Communicators. As I will be reporting a conclusion segment, my part of our group report aims to provide a closing chapter with main focus on highlights, considerations, misconceptions, difficulties, and even successful strategies used in social marketing and social mobilization. Our group report is divided into three major topics: tips for success in social marketing and social mobilization programs, ethical considerations in social marketing and social mobilization in developing communities, lessons for communicators. I will also mention important points when I can throughout our discussion. In the previous reports, my group mates have each presented and tackled several programs on social marketing and social mobilization, including the structure of a project, product or project positioning, promotion, messaging, engaging stakeholders, monitoring, and project evaluation. There were also discussions on ethical considerations, particularly on issues, research, targeting, and frameworks. Lastly, and as a major focus of my conclusion segment, are lessons for communicators in the topic of social marketing and social mobilization in developing communities. Our main resource material for this discussion is Social Mobilization and Social Marketing in Developing Communities, Lessons for Communicators, written by Neil McKee, where he likely discusses the role of social mobilization and social marketing in fostering development and positive change in developing communities, with a particular focus on communication strategies. However, as stated by McKee in his conclusion chapter, there is a great amount of rhetoric and confusion, as well as a large number of questions involved in the concepts of social marketing, social mobilization, and community participation. Allow me to give a quick definition of concepts as to not confuse one over the other. Social marketing, as we have previously discussed in several modules, aims to influence behavioral change that will contribute to societal gain. It also involves a process of continual learning in close contact with the perceptions of target audiences. Social mobilization is the process of organizing individuals, groups, organizations, and communities to collectively tackle social issues, advocate for change, or take coordinated action towards a common goal. Lastly, community participation involves collaboration, cooperation, and partnership building between members of the community, donor agencies, local organizations, government sectors, and other stakeholders. Experience of these three concepts in developing communities has stirred a good deal of critical thinking, plus a hefty amount of important things to consider: how to sustain programs, institutionalize skills, replicate successes, what management methods are more appropriate, and what is the best personnel mix when forming a program team, which research methods are best to employ in different situations, how products and services are positioned, and also in what circumstances it is more appropriate to employ social marketing, social mobilization, or full scale community participation, where community is involved in choosing and prioritizing problems to solve. As a conclusion, McKee noted the model relating program communication to advocacy and social mobilization in several facets and processes. By using this model, it is believed to be useful in conceptualizing concerted national action around a particular social problem or sector, such as sanitation, nutritional problems, basic education, environmental problems, societal issues such as family planning, and many others. The goal is understanding how all the various elements of communication and information fit together in the development process. I would like to put emphasis on this as McKee gave a very strong, compelling reference to it in the conclusion of his ideals on social marketing and social mobilization in developing communities. Allow me to give a quick definition of concepts referencing to McKee's material. Advocacy consists of the organization of information into argument to be communicated through various interpersonal and media channels with a view to gaining political and social leadership acceptance and preparing a society for a particular development program. Social mobilization is the process of bringing together all feasible and practical intersectoral social allies to raise awareness, demand for a particular development program, or to assist in the delivery of resources and services to strengthen community participation for sustainability and self reliance. Lastly, program communication is the process of identifying, segmenting, and targeting specific groups or audiences with particular strategies, messages, even training programs through various media and interpersonal channels, traditional and non traditional. It is simply a term for the communication processes involved in social marketing minus the marketing language. Program communication should always be backed by planning research, formative evaluation, program monitoring, as well as summative and impact evaluation. Following the communication model that I discussed in the previous slide, advocacy leads directly to social mobilization, a process which involves the addition of more national partners for advocacy and program communication activities, resource mobilization, and service delivery. According to McKee, social mobilization is the glue that binds advocacy activities to more planned and researched program communication activities. In general, advocacy begins the process and leads to social mobilization and program communication. Going back to this model as reference to our conclusion highlight, this material has called for a great deal of programs in public health, nutrition, and many other societal fields which have used to varying degrees the methodology of social marketing and social mobilization. The activities of advocacy, social mobilization, and program communication do not necessarily happen in a consecutive order. However, in general, advocacy begins the process and leads to social mobilization and then program communication. When successfully combined, the result is a critical force for bringing about fundamental progress in relation to the goals of social programs. To close the discussion, McKee has provided valuable insights and guidance for communication professionals seeking to leverage his recommended models and approaches to drive positive behavioral change and community development. In the original social marketing model, there is no impetus for communities to buy into the idea. It is based on the appeal to the individual if he or she can be reached. In many developing communities, reaching people with new ideas is the most difficult to do. Adding the social mobilization element to this communication model ensures that the product, concept, or innovation will be widely diffused through various interpersonal channels. Now, I would like to leave you with my discussion questions. What is your most probable confusion between the concepts of social marketing versus social mobilization and social mobilization versus community participation? Of the concepts discussed in this module, which do you relate most? Thank you very much, and I look forward to reading your responses.